a regular here, you already know that Constant Contact is the industry leader in email marketing. We use it for our own business and recommend it to our small business and nonprofit clients. Constant Contact helps you create emails that stand out on any device. They have hundreds of these pre-designed templates suited for every occasion and platform. And the easy to use editor means you don't need a degree in marketing to design beautiful and effective email campaigns. So let's look for a moment at a side-by-side comparison. So here we have a plain text email that you might send out through Gmail or Outlook or Yahoo. And here is that exact same text plugged into an email template from Constant Contact. Just the addition of the header there makes it look so much more professional. And the Register Now button makes it easy for people to take action. But if we add an eye-catching graphic like this one we created with Canva, now this email really pops both on desktop and mobile. Plus, I can use this same image on our website, on our social media, on YouTube for a really compelling and comprehensive campaign. Side by side, there's really no comparison. And that entire thing, including the graphic, email, and social media posts, took me less than 20 minutes. So today, we're going to show you how. So we're going to start with Canva. Canva is an online design platform for people who are not graphic designers. And just so you know, we are not affiliated with Canva in any way. We don't get anything if you sign up. I'm just a big Canva nerd. It's probably my favorite thing on the internet. So I feel really strongly that if you're not using it, you should be. And kind of the top three things I love about it are, first and foremost, it's easy to use. It has a drag and drop editor, so you don't need an art degree to make beautiful, eye-catching visuals. True story, my 12-year-old uses it to make thumbnails for his YouTube channel. So if he can do it, you can do it. It's very accessible. Secondly, there's a free version and it's very robust, unlike a lot of these free resources out there. The free plan includes more than 1 million photos and graphics and 250,000 templates for you to customize. If you do decide you want to upgrade, the pro versions are like $120, $150 a year, so not crazy expensive, less than Netflix. But for a lot of you, the free version will be really all you need. It's very robust. And lastly, Canva integrates seamlessly with all the top email service providers, including our favorite Constant Contact. So what I'm going to do now is do a live demo to show you some of the graphic design features of Canva and how you can use it to create custom images. And then after that, we'll wrap up this webinar by showing you how to beam those images directly into Constant Contact for use in your email marketing, social media posts, etc. So let me switch cameras here.
And I'm going to, when she does that, I'm going to remind you that you have the question box, and I'm monitoring that during the whole webinar here.
Thank you. That is so helpful. Okay, so you're seeing my Canva screen, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so when you go to login, it's just Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and up here you can sign up. Again, free to sign up, free to use, unless you find you want to upgrade to the pro version. So I'm already signed in. Whoops, let's get it back there. We'll get it back in 1 second. All right, so I am already signed in. So right here is where you can search for whatever you want. So if you are trying to create an email, a blog, whatever it is you're looking for, a social media post, right here is where you can search. So you can search by the type of thing that you're trying to create, or you can search by keywords. So if you are a animal shelter, you could search by like dog or cat or animal, and it's going to give you some templates that it thinks would be helpful to you. You can also click here where it says create a design and choose from these options. And one of the things I love about Canva is it already knows what size you need for commonly used things. So for like Instagram posts, for example, or you can always create a custom size down here. So for example, if you always use the same size image on your blog or in your emails that you're sending out to customers. You can create a custom size and then it's there every time. And so whatever photos people are sending you to use in your email, you just zip them right into that custom size and they're always going to be correct. So
And I actually have a question from Samantha about exactly this. And we just created if you go to our YouTube channel, and I hope you subscribe to it, we have a short video about exactly how to add images to a set size.
Absolutely, yeah. So check that out. But right here where it says create a design and custom size, that is going to be what you use that for if you're specifically just using an image but want to make it a different size. Okay, so right here for today's demonstration, let's pretend that you are a realtor and that you have a blog and you have social media, but you're sending out email marketing to your people every month to keep you top of mind with that audience, because in your business, you really want people to remember who you are, to refer you to friends and that kind of stuff. So let's pretend we're a realtor. I'm just going to click on it and you'll see that there's 3,470 templates with the word realtor. I could also choose, real estate, similar words and get other types of templates. So here what we have are some beautiful design templates that you can pick and customize for your use. So there's lots of things here. This is something pretty that you might want to put in your email. Here's a nice little one that you might want to put on your social media. You can even make postcards, a lot of different things that you can click and customize. So for today, we're talking about email marketing, which I'll give you a fun little tip. We often encourage people to, if they're going to write content for their email, they might as well put it on their website as a blog, because that's going to improve your search engine optimization. And then you can put that same content in an email to, your customers, your clients, your leads, and now you have used your time wisely and used it in both places. You can also take little snippets of it and put it on your social media. So now you've got in 3 different places. So I'm looking, since it's going to be for our email, I'm looking for kind of a simple design, not too busy. Let's try this one. And we just say customize this template. Okay. So this is what is going to go at the top of the email that we're going to send out a month to our real estate, customers and leads and clients. All right. So we always want to give them some content that is useful to them. It's not always about us. Sometimes you want to say, give them reasons why they should choose you as a realtor or what makes you the best. But typically you want to give them things that are helpful to them. So maybe information about like home staging or improving your curb appeal, what's going on with interest rates, that kind of thing. So let's say this month we're going to send them something about home staging. So we just literally type over the words that are there. And let's say we're going to call it 10 tips for home staging. Okay. And then I could either delete this or I could bring it down here and make it like my website. Whatever, I'm the best realtor. All right, then we need to look for some images that we want. So I'm going to go over here on the left side where it says elements and type in anything that you might want. So in this case, I'm doing home staging. All right, and it's going to give me all kinds of options, graphics, videos, photos, even little frames that looks like home. Right now, I'm looking for photos. Okay, so I could pull any of these in and make this part of my design. So let's give this one a try. Oops.
And when you look at those, you can see that some has a little crown on it. That means if you are using their free version, you have to pay extra for those. And the one without a crown are the ones you can use. But with the pro version, everything is included.
Absolutely. And again, that's like, I want to say like $13-ish a month, or you can get it, $120 to $150 a year. Not super expensive. So I would go through and kind of just try out different ones and see, which ones I think go best with my color scheme, which one speaks best to my customers. You're going to have a different looking house if you're in Florida versus California versus the middle of the country. I'm going to do this one because it's free. You see, it doesn't have the little crown, and I just really love the aesthetic of it. So I can pop that right in there. I'll show you another example. If I go back to this one and I don't like the way it looks, I can always double click on it and move it up or down. So I could show a little more of the chair if that was more important, or a little more of the artwork on the wall. So you can always move things around, but I'm going to go back to this one. So we've changed our title, we've changed our picture. All right, we've added this here. Another little thing you might want to add in is your logo. It's always good to brand. So let's pop that in there. So it's over on the left side. This is where you upload files. If you click upload, you can upload things for future use. They'll always be there in your library to reuse again and again. And then I literally clicked on it and it popped it right in here, and I can move it anywhere I want. I can also resize it. So now we have something that looks really custom. And say that this font doesn't really speak to your brand. Say you have something that's a little bit more feminine or a little bit more personal, you can change the font as well. I'll just click on this, click here, and there's thousands of different fonts you can choose from. All right, this one's a little bit more feminine, I think. All right, and I can make it bigger. See how nice that looks? Another thing I like to play with is color. We talk a lot about branding. When you send things out, we don't want it to look like a mismatch of things from everywhere. You always want it to have the same fonts, the same colors, so that it's instantly recognizable and looks very custom to your organization. So this is a font that you would want to use again and again on all your different pieces. And now let's look at color. So this right here is a little graphic that's kind of overlaid over the photo. You see that it's somewhat transparent. You can make it more or less depending. And you can also here change the color. So we have like little branding kits. Canva allows you to do that, where we've saved the colors from some of our clients. So I could change this color if this was the client I was working on, and you'll save yours there. And these are the colors from your logo, the colors from your website, the ones that you want to use consistently again and again. I could change it to the colors that I've decided to use. They also have a little color picker here that shows colors specifically from the photo. So you could pick those as well. So this is a really useful thing. And if you click this one right here, it's got this little dropper, and you can pick a very specific color. So if I wanted to get this green out of this flower, I could. But all these are different ways that you can customize this image. So this looks great. I mean, this took me, what, 2 or 3 minutes? Another thing you can do is we like to batch these. Your time is important. You don't want to have to recreate the wheel every time. If you just click this plus sign to duplicate, now you've got 2 of these, and say next month you want to do a different email, and this is going to be about interest rates going down, or about curb appeal, or about what to do if you're trying to sell your home during the holidays. You've recreated this, and all you have to do is change the words and change the image. So next month's could be amp up your curb appeal. All we have to do is change out your text. I'm going to look over here in the elements section for something having to do with curb appeal. Okay, and we could pick any of these that we want and just pop them right in there. And again, I could kind of move this up or down depending if I wanted to see more of the house or more of the grounds. So now we've got 2 beautiful images that have our brand colors, have our brand fonts, have our logo, all perfectly ready to go. So when you have your image ready, then it's, okay, well, what are we going to do with it? One thing you can do is just download it to your computer, and you click the share button, and then you click download. But if you're going to use Constant Contact or any email service provider, we can show you how to beam them directly in there. So again, with this share button, you're going to click more, and then right in here, I'm just going to type Constant Contact, and you'll be able to share it directly with them. So I'm using like a test account. I'm not going to do it live, but I am going to show you on our slides in just a second, step by step, how to do that. But before we move on, are there questions about the design process in Canva?
It was. I have one here from Miranda. If you click on elements again, over there, no, that was probably not the right. She asked, can you use your own photos?
Absolutely. So that's uploads right here.
There
So
it
when you
is.
click uploads and upload files, if I click this, it's going to bring up my desktop. You could also upload things from your Google Drive, you know, that kind of stuff. Anywhere that you have access to files, you can upload them here. So that's how we got this logo in here, is I uploaded it from my computer. You know, this is a recent photo I uploaded from a client. So yes, you can upload your own photos, graphics, logos, anything that you have. Great question. Any more about the using Canva and that design process before we move on?
I don't see any more questions about that.
Okay, let's switch screens here then and go back. Awesome. Okay. So before, Canva's been around for a while, but the only choice was to sort of download these to your computer and then re-upload them to your website, re-upload them to Constant Contact, re-upload them to Facebook and YouTube and all the different places. But now they have this cross-device editor where you don't have to do that, where you can connect directly to it. So let me show you how that's done. So from your Canva account, you're going to click create a design and select the type of graphic that you want to create. So that's kind of the process I just showed you. You're going to choose your size, customize it as much as little or you like, just like I just showed you in the live demo. Once you've finished with your graphic and you're happy with it, you're going to click share up at the top right corner. And then from the drop down menu, select more. So we got that far. You're going to search for Constant Contact or your email service provider and select it from the menu. You're going to click Use to publish your design, and that's going to put it into your Constant Contact library. And then finally, you'll click Connect. So, and if you haven't already done so, then you'll want to log into your Constant Contact account. And if you don't have an account, let us know. We can hook you up with one. So you'll click Allow, and you don't only have to do this part once to grant Canva permission to connect to your account. And of course, if you ever want to disconnect it for any reason, you can do that within the Canva editor.
Yeah, but you have to do that in order for the two programs to communicate. So that's why you've given you permission.
Mm-hmm. And then for the drop-down menu, you're going to select the file type that you want and click Save. So a little pro tip here, for either email or web use, we highly recommend that you use the JPEG file type. These are going to be good quality, but with a smaller file size so that readers don't lose patience with you waiting for those big images to upload. The other option you might need on occasion is a PNG. That's only for when you need something with a transparent background, maybe like a logo or something. But for the vast majority of uses, JPEGs are going to be your go-to for email or web use. And finally, select View in Constant Contact. So you'll be able to view that graphic that you just made and use it in your email marketing campaign. Because it's in your library, you could use it over and over again. So once in the Constant Contact editor, you can either insert or replace a blank image block. You're going to select your fancy new Canva graphic from the library and click, and bam, beautiful email, ready to go. And Katrine, I know you have a best practice to share about repeating the text that's on the graphic also within the body of the email.
Yes, so the images you put in here, they should only be like a headline, something to grab people's attention to read the text, because anyone reading on their cell phone, it's tiny. You don't want them to sit there and expand and contract the image, the text on an image. So both on a website and in email marketing, you want to use images, but maybe a headline, but the text, the content needs to be in the text, the one you see further down here that says get fit with our and so on. So when we first saw the very first layout for a realtor, many of those were for printed materials. printed flyers, and that concept is not going to work with email. You cannot put a PDF file and people can look at it. It has to be an image file, a JPEG file that people are looking for, both in email and on a website. So it's important to don't start to create some kind of look like a printed newsletter and then try to push that into an email, because then people has to open up here and open up here and open up there. That's not how emails works, and people are used to reading like this and just scrolling down.
Yeah, those are great tips. Absolutely. So because this image is now in your Constant Contact library, it's also available to use in other things like social media posts, which can be created and scheduled within Constant Contact. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. They have a few different plans. So if you're on the light plan, which I think starts around $12 a month, that social media post would go right away. If you're on a senior plan, you have the option to either post it right now or schedule it for later. So if you're trying to get it all done at once, you can schedule one for today, one for Wednesday, one for Friday. You know, you can work that way in advance. So we know this was a super quick and kind of simple example. We try to show you as much as possible in a 30-minute workshop. But if you missed a step, not to worry, we'll be sending out a follow-up email later today with a copy of the slide deck and also a replay of this, so you can see kind of step by step what we did. And we'll also post it on our YouTube channel. So let's see if you guys have any more questions. Speak now, we are here.
Yeah, so Miranda asked, are each of those steps repeated to incorporate Canva creation into your website, blog, social media, etc.? No, so you only connect Canva with Constant Contact once. But when it comes to putting your things on your website, then you have to download it and upload it to the server for the website. But with social media, yes, that is, you only do this connection once, and you use the part in Constant Contact where you can post to social media.
Great question.
And then, can you put videos created in Canva into Constant Contact? And yes, I think it's the same thing there. And you never see an email with a playing video, but people click on it and it opens up and you can see it.
Yeah, you can have a link to like a YouTube video, but you can download videos to your Constant Contact library for use on social media as well. So if you have like a short 10, 15-second video that you're going to use in your feed, you can do that as well.
And someone asking if someone recommends doing a Canva website, then transferring to Constant Contact versus creating it in Constant Contact's integration. If you have created a website in Constant Contact before, you can work on that, but they do not at this time offer website creation in Constant Contact. And I would use Canva to get an idea what a website would look like. But then you will need to build it in the website software, which is different.
Yeah, and we recommend WordPress. WordPress is sort of the industry standard if you're looking to build a website. We do that as well, and we have other workshops that are specifically about getting started and building a website. So you can check those out at our YouTube channel, or just give us an email or call. We answer everyone, and we'll be really glad to point you in the right direction.
Yes, and Linda, I see you have a question. I don't know the answer to that one, so send us an email as soon as you, and we will reply to that later on today.
Great. All good questions. All right. We're going to move on then. We are going to take a little bit of a hiatus for the summer, but we invite you back in September for our next free workshop. So the link and QR code to register for that are on the screen. We're going to be starting a new series called Bootcamp for Small Business. And the first topic is online marketing. So this is kind of what we're talking about here. We're going to cover the basics of online marketing, including how customers find you online, how to set yourself up for success, and how to encourage that new and repeat business. So we invite you to join us for that. And if you are interested in trying Constant Contact for email marketing, we use it for ourselves and many of our clients. You can get 30% off the first 3 months with this referral link. And we'll help kickstart your campaign by designing a custom email template for your organization. So we encourage you to give that a try. It's no risk.
Yeah, and if you start set it up and you get stuck in the beginning, if you use that link, just give us a call or send us an email and we will be happy to help you.
And we do a drawing after every webinar for a free consultation. So please do check your follow-up email later today to see if you won. We'll include a copy of the slide deck as well as a replay of the video. And with that, here's our contact information. If you have any questions, we're only a phone call away. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful marketing tidbits. Thank you so much for joining us. You've really been a very good audience, and we look forward to seeing you again in September.
Thank you.